Well, hello again, and welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, cardboard crawlers of all nations. We've got a little treat for you today with three C-10s in the outdoor amphitheater. We've got, I believe that's Ethan's rig with the red ruby wheels, and this is Mark's rig with some orange wheels on it. So they just got those wheels put on. It's wheels that I had on other rigs or whatnot, and not necessarily spares, but they're spares for them. They're those are going to be their sets of wheels now, I believe. And then this is my rig. This is my C10. This is the original rig that I built, and that's on them old Crawler Master all-terrain ATMTs, and I like those tires. And with that's I think the third set that I bought, so it's like the second generation of that tire. It seems like it has a softer foam and a little bit nicer compound on them. Don't quote me on that. I might have just got a lucky pair, but they feel a little different than the other ones did. I no longer have those other ones in my possession. They're on some other rigs that I helped build for other people, and a rig that I left at the Sugar Bowl shop. I think I have a set on that Jeep. So yeah, just wanted to get the C10s running, see how they're doing. This is just me running all the trucks. My nephews aren't here today. I just happened to grab their trucks. Towards the end, I do have a little difficulty with some batteries in a controller and batteries in a truck. My rig, I need to pull out a Bluetooth dongle and adjust my Fury Tech app on it. It's running a brushed motor with like the micro receiver from Amazon, the $16 solder together yourself, and it has a Lizard Pro ESC in it. That rig is on in RC Lion's double barrels. All three of these rigs are on a double barrel. I think they may all be RC Lion. One may be an Endura set. They are all running straight axles. They all have a hex widener kit in them with some Endura wheels, and on two of them Endura wheels with Maz rings, and then my rig has a set of black, the original Maz double star beadlock. So that's the original offset on that set of wheels, and the non-flat black or matte, whatever we call that. But this is, I've these rigs are great, and they all run really good. The kids are set up with, I believe they both have a Maker Fire up in that thing, Maker Fire, and they are all running stock chassis rails, but they all do have a Grizzly Works LCG kit in it. One of them may have a version 2, and two of them may have version 1s. They're very similar. It's just a little bit different print pattern. I think he put a logo into the version 2. And yeah, so having some fun out in the rocks today. I was gonna shoot some shorts down in town on some different rocks, and I just got sidetracked. I ended up going over to my sister's. I blew off her backyard and messed with one of my nephews because he had stayed home from 6, so I gave him a hard time about it. He's only 6, but I knew he was faking it. Maybe he had a stomach ache this morning or whatever, but dude probably stayed up and ate a bunch of his own Halloween candy because he's trying to not let his dad eat it. So, good times. Oh, Blue Dog, he had a little bellyache this morning too, I think, and he's just being a good lazy dog, chilling. He's actually really lazy. Right at the end here, my mom pulls up in the driveway, and Blue doesn't even budge. He's not looking that way. He doesn't care to look that way. He's just laying on the ground sleeping. But he didn't get his breakfast. But we have had dinner now, and he did eat his dinner. And we're going to go see Jimmy here in a minute and get a treat. So, yeah, love the stickers. The kids love stickers, so you know how to sticker up their rigs and make them look cool and have a good time. And, you know, after being at the Gauntlet with the using the winch so much, it's really, you know, having the roll bar on there gives you a really good winch point back to the center of the truck. So we'll leave those be. The kids love them. They really want light kits for their rigs. With moving the ESC into the back, I need to make them some tails that will allow us to put lights into their rigs. I've left the front still has the little bezel that goes, it's in the backside. It's kind of like the brace for the front grill area. And that will accept the LEDs. Instead of putting them as bumper lights, there'll be actual lights coming out of where the headlights are. I'll just poke a couple of pinholes there and let the light shine through, or, you know, cut out a hole the size of the bulb, and that'll come through. Unless I can come up with a really good rock light system for them, and then that would be good enough. You know, they just like lights. It's one more button to push, and it's a good time for them. That, you know, they enjoy that kind of thing. And honestly, eventually I'd like to put those on a version 2, but I was surprised how well they run. The Maker Fire is a little bigger motor, and you know, it seemed to work really good. I think putting the heavier wheels on it really helped. Hey, if anybody has just 2 brass rings, I need 2 in, you know, 28.5 millimeter brass rings. I have 2, and so one of these well, they both don't have brass in the rear. And I just need to, you know. So if anybody has some, hit me in the comments. I'll try to get you my address or something. If you want to send them to me, I could trade you something for them. I got some parts laying around too. I just don't feel like purchasing anything else right now at the moment. So, yeah. And then I'll just end up with 2 extra brass rings if I order a whole set right now. So maybe somebody has some out there, maybe not. No big deal. Not the end of the world. First world problems, you know, toy truck problems. So just kind of looping around out here, going to different lines, checking different things. I don't really drive my C-10 very much anymore. I literally didn't have a receiver in it for the longest time. So I just resoldered up a receiver for it today. I had purchased one from Amazon, and then it wouldn't let me, or no, it would make it so you had to rebind it every time you turned it off and then back on, or unplug the battery and put a battery back in it. It would go to go to its default, and it was like the button was stuck or something, and I never figured out what it was. I contacted them, and they, you know, of course, you know how Amazon does it, man. You drop it off at the UPS store, and the stuff's already on the way by the time you drop it off. They give you 30 days to mail it, so it couldn't really be any easier. Like, I mean, you wouldn't even be that easy to go to a store and do it. The UPS store that I go to drop my stuff off is like a mile and a half from my house, you know, so easy money. So anyway, I was really stoked. You know, sometimes on electronics, you wonder if they're gonna, you know, do that exchange, if they'll exchange it for you or whatnot. But it had literally been, I had had it for like 3 days. I soldered it up when I got it immediately, and then, man, I couldn't figure it out. It was rebind, and then I was like, yeah, this isn't correct, because I took another one out of a different truck and put it into the truck I was working on, and it worked fine. So send it back, you know, gotta love it. I have a friend she's buying a new snowboard helmet. She wants to get a new helmet, and I said, order it from Amazon. If you don't like the one that they send you, just send it back and order the next one. And just, you know, I think you can even, if you have the clothing some clothing, Amazon clothing app, like some of that, like it's like guaranteed. It's like you're getting that stuff to try it on anyway. So, and it's not like, you can try a helmet on just in your room and if it fits the way you want and it gives you the stylings you want, throw your jacket on and kind of, get your feel for it. I really love wearing a helmet while I'm riding. I have for at least a decade now, probably longer. And I just got a brand new helmet last year that I really like. It's a little bigger than my old helmet, but it's nice. It's got a little drip visor on it, and yeah, super sweet, like closable vents, and nice earmuffs. It's just super, super comfy and light. I mean, it's a little bigger than my old helmet, but I think it's lighter, so interesting concept there. But you just go new generations, new foam. It's got the MIPS in it, which is the newest, latest brain protection technology. Like it just doesn't allow like a rebound hit. And obviously nothing's perfect. I mean, and I mean, who knows if I'm even gonna get out there and ride this year. I mean, I might have spent money on a helmet last year that I don't even really need. So, not the end of the world, so to speak. Hope I'll use it sometime. I don't know where I'm gonna land this year as far as work. I may not go back into the ski industry this season. I may try to find a dirt job close by and do something else. So we're gonna figure all that out as we go along here. And until then, hopefully we can just drive some trucks and have some fun and try to keep my mind occupied and help my mom around her yard and my yard, my sister's yard. I mean, it's a busy place this time of year. I would normally be leaving here in a few days, a week or so, and but I'm not. So it is what it is. And right about here is, I think my mom starts to pull up, and my dog's not paying attention, and I'm not really paying attention. And then I think, like, right as I get vertical with that rig, it lipos out, and the batteries in the controller for the other rig, not mine. Mine seems to be fine right now. I have a mini battery in there, and my GT5. I try to always keep new batteries in there.
Somebody here?
But then the batteries for let's see, Ethan's rig and his controller are shooting it. They're going down the creek, and so yeah. Anyway, had a really good time out here. Please like, subscribe, share, comment if you really enjoy it, and appreciate you guys. Cardboard Crawlers, out.